Let me share my screen real quick. Uh, talk about the mess that is post towers UV. Who are we missing in the screen share? Catherine have a hard time viewing.
I'm here.
Okay. So this is just a example what it would look like after Hero's Blow, and then put all the possible dodges. Um, and the general idea I had is that for any given one of these, you have to look at it and like balance supports and DPS because the timing is very tight on movement. It's like Beanie cannot get back to this platform in time. Uh, so basically, in this example, Soul would move here because this platform only has one DPS. Then I would move here as like an intermediary step. Then I'd move up here. And if it was support UVs, I would move here and Kithwood would have to immediately move here. I wouldn't have time to move across two platforms. So basically, if you're already on a safe platform from Hero's Blow, sort of try and take into account uh, movements. In the cases where it's me and the healers, I'll always be the one to move. There will never be a case where there's 3 DPS together, thankfully. Like again, in this case, I would move. Uma would move here, and then you just sort of have to body language the UV. So when you spread out, just if you're closer to the away platform and your role gets it, you go up there. And then whatever platform was the middle safe is the off roll platform. Question, thoughts, concerns?
I think we should just make the one opposite of the cleave new south and just flex from there. Because there's times you two teleports between the two mechanics.
So your
Very tight
switch.
timing. So where the paladin is this picture, that is new south. Everybody has time after Heroes Pro to get to either the new southwest or southeast. And now they're back on their normal spots to a new relative south.
There's a neat little truth on this slide, if you think about it for a little bit about the teleport.
I don't know, man.
You can even get to your normal spots within 2 teleports, no matter what, too.
The thing I have concern about is like the timing, because I have like the video of what I'm basing like the tightness timing off of. So like Hero's Blow resolves, I get clipped. Immediately teleport as soon as the platforms are cool. Immediately starts casting UV. So I would have time to move immediately, but then I'd probably get clipped by that beam. I was covering the teleporter.
And there's only really time for one move once the markers come out.
Yeah.
Because of beams, you will absolutely get clipped by a beam if you go late.
The beams is what makes like the tightness of like just go back to your light party spots like
Wiggle
highly
check.
improbable. Yeah. It's a single thing, it's whatever. But yeah, I'm trying to think of the teleports. Because the thing to note during Hero's Blow is that the teleporters are always unsafe during Hero's Blow. Uh, but yeah. Main thing is just a big use eyes. The absolute safe platform is the new relative south, but we're not going to be in our light parties. We're just going to be in a group of 2 DPS, 2 supports. Use your eyeballs. Yeah. That's it. New check.
True.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
In Cardinal.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Timed.
Such speed
Time.
as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers
Counter.
my call.
They must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
Odds. 3. Out. Random question, but when's the next 2 minute after Quake Moon Weaver? Is it during Nether Towers?
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
No encounter. Wind pops first.
Bear my biting wings.
Mitigates.
Still you stand. How delightful. The earth is mine to command.
It's DPS stack.
A pack of wolves.
Support stack. Rotate. Dodge. Out. Out. Remember the wolves. Dodge wolf.
Try this.
2, 3. DPS stack. Your way to 3. Support stack. Watch the heads. Damage proxy. Out. Cardinal.
Hey, you dodged head.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Hot burst.
The challenger rises again. Can they turn this around?
That make the AoEs that let out ejaculations?
I need more power.
What are you fucking talking about?
What are you talking
There's
about?
unbound
Heads don't
might.
ejaculate.
I
Well,
mean,
Why are you being weird about this?
It's expectorate.
Yes. The ring's been destroyed and they've fallen below.
No matter what becomes of my body, defeat is not an option.
Delayed party
They've
sides.
moved to floating death traps. How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Red for UV.
There's no
Support.
escape.
Busters.
Will you be able to stay on your feet?
South for cleave.
I will rent
No tears
all
below.
asunder.
Out. Dead myself. Spread for UV. Supports. Padres. Wake. Two-minute. South for Moon Cleave.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Go towards the marked tank. Go to Kithrin. Partner up.
Dodge this if you can. The power of wind unleashed.
3 bait. Four bait. One bait. Two bait.
Going.
The challenger's down!
Soul bait.
Is this the end?
Your way south for circuit.
Come. You cannot escape from the
In.
Soul.
Watch the ray. Out. In. Watch the ray. Donut. Side.
Watch the teleporter.
Quakes.
Sorry.
2 minutes around now.
Minutes were like 20 seconds ago.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think I'm drifted. Oh, that's a tank buster.
Is indeed.
Well, you have an LB3 you can use to see stuff.
Have at you.
I'm just checking
I mean,
tower
we've seen all this
patterns.
before.
It's not bothering me. It's not
Oh,
bothering me.
right.
It's not bothering me.
The double autos. That was
What
unfortunate.
killed you there, Crocs?
I wasn't able to get to the side, so I got touched by the orb.
Got orb.
I got orb.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
In.
I wonder if you can keep
Ouch.
up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers my
Clockwise.
call.
They must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly
Odds.
true.
3. Behind.
I was muted, but I made a big sound. Basically. Actually, I went, ooh!
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
No encounter.
Bear my biting wings!
The gates.
Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command!
DPS stack.
Pack of wolves!
Support stack. Stay. Dodge. Behind. Behind. Remember the wolves. Dodge wolves.
Try this!
4. 1. DPS stack. Take your way to 1. Support stack. Dodge the wolves. Out. Cardinal.
No, I will not lose. I need more power. Fenrir's unbound might!
Egads! The rings be destroyed and they've fallen below!
No matter what becomes of my body, defeat is not an option.
They've moved the floating death traps! How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Spread for UV.
There's no escape.
Support. Busters.
Will you be able to stay on your feet?
Hero's blow.
I will rent all
In.
asunder.
Spread for UV. Supports. Dodge the ray. Wait. South for cleave.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Go to marked tank. Is me. Kith invoke. Partner up.
Dodge this if you can. The power of wit unleashed.
2 bait. One bait. Four bait. Three bait.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
Dodge the orbs. Get south. Circuit.
Come. You cannot
Donut.
escape from the wolf.
Watch the rays. Side. In. Out. In. Big parties. Hit the quake. Spread for UV. The supports. Dodge the rays. Tanks will take busters up north. Everyone else get to spots for towers.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
If you take my spot.
Remember to vote once you're out.
If come up here. Watch where the double tower is. Long DPS needs to go. Alright. Heroes blow. Out.
Out.
Spread for UV. Dodge the rays. Heal LB.
The challenger rises again.
I got
Can they
autoed
turn this around?
immediately. Damn.
You would have been fine. He had to teleport to my platform last second.
We were already,
Oh.
like, when UV started, we were 2-2 for support
So,
and DPS.
yeah.
So you
Yeah.
shouldn't have run off. We all should have stayed until
The
Harper's came out.
the short tank people went to the wrong platform. They went towards the sword cleave.
Short
So,
tank.
okay, what happened
Yes.
Oh.
south was so a DPS was already southwest with the definition, and all three people south had definition as well.
Yeah.
So Beanie was trying to adjust north.
Watch the sword. Don't be on the side with the sword.
Yeah, I just panicked. I thought for a second Hero's Blow was the one where the platform gets destroyed.
No.
For my tank buster, I didn't have, like, I used all of the mitts that I had that weren't on cooldown.
Well, what mitts were on cooldown?
I had to give you the Torkoal there. I didn't. That's my bad.
What?
I should be giving you the Torkoal there.
Are you not kitchen sinking it like all the way?
Well, I didn't have my 40%.
You
Which I
need
had
your
to
40%.
Right, but I used it during,
You
Only
can't
different tank busters.
you can't
I see,
mid
yeah.
you can't mid during twofold. You just have to eat shit.
okay.
Short
Well, we
mitts
would have wiped
only.
if I did. Because there was a point where I had like 25% HP and I had to take the laser and an auto, so yeah, I think we would have wiped. But okay, I'll save it.
I can start. I haven't been using my personal rulership. I'll use it for my second one.
I need to remember to reprisal twofold. Like just reprisal the boss during that.
I might have, I mean, I'm sure I have it, but I'm using it on Quake, but I might be able to use it and still have it for Quake.
You just reprisal every Quake. Yeah, dude.
After towers during people, everybody moved to receive heals.
After partner towers, yeah.
After partner towers, yeah, right before people.
Just in on our platforms though, right?
Yeah,
Not to a
just
different platform.
Just in on your platform.
And then, yeah, I'll try and remember to reprisal during it. Yeah, try that.
Can I use Rampart during that? It should be back in time, right?
I don't think it will be.
Oh god. Okay.
You can probably use like dark.
Let's begin, shall we?
Yeah.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own land?
Oh, I'm using those.
Out. Enter.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
Counter.
Maybe we should have not supports do the other stuff there so the healers can be more available.
Fenrir's power
If we do it like that,
surprising
we
ways.
should send healers to the tank platforms and have melees do all jobs.
Colossal thing come from.
Fly true.
Evens rather. Crocs.
The challenger's
Behind.
down! Is this the end?
Behind.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
That'd be a fun ad phase.
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Going clockwise.
Wish the shit would stop giving fucking first move.
I already did mine.
I mean, our shield healer has weakness going into the beige raid. Brink even.
Bear my biting wings.
Renegade.
Still you stand. How delightful.
Not the OP this time.
The earth is mine to command.
Where we at? That's
Support stack.
Pack of wolves.
PS stack. Stay. The wolves.
Try this!
2, 2. DPS stack. Support.
Oh
stack.
no, that was too much for the challenger.
Rocks. In
The challenger rises again. Can they turn this around?
I needed more space there.
Yeah, if I'm trying to pixel perfect, I like sometimes turn my camera top down.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
in turn.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my
clockwise.
call.
Well, I'm gonna have to heal a lot more.
They must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true.
Evens. 4. Behind.
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Clockwise. R.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Out. Cardinal.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers my call.
Counter.
Death must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
Evens. Four. Behind.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
On counter.
Bear my biting wings!
Negates.
Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command!
DPS stack.
A pack of wolves!
Support stack. Rotate. Dodge. Behind. Remember the wolves. Wolves.
Solo for the win.
Try this!
3. 3. Support stack. DPS stack. Dodge the wolves. In Cardinal. First. Very fun.
No, I will not lose. I need more power. Fenrir's unbound might!
Ejects! The ring's been destroyed and they've fallen below!
No matter what becomes of my body, defeat is not an option.
They've moved to floating death traps! How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Spread for UV.
There's no
DPS.
escape.
Dodge the rays. Busters.
Will you be able to stay on your feet? I will rent all asunder.
In. Get teleported. Supports. Dodge the rays. Wakes. Moon Cleave.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Go to the marked tank. Knee. Aether Invoke. Partner up. Everyone in for heals after the tower pops. After tower pops.
Dodge this if you can.
In for healing.
The power of wind unleashed.
3 bait.
No.
How'd that work? 4 bait. 1 bait.
On.
Oh no! That was too
Two
much
bait.
for the challenge!
Back to the side enough. Our wing's almost dead.
I'll live. I'll live. South for circuit.
Come. You cannot escape
Side.
from the wolf.
Watch the ray. Donut. In. Out. In.
Group 2 stay south. Or Group 1 stay south. Group 1 stay south.
Yeah, group 1 stay south. Yep, I'm moving back. The game would let me.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay
Not out
standing.
in time. The first hit only did 194k. Food check. Guardian.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
In Cardinal.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Behind.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers
Counter.
my call.
They must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
Evens. 4. Out.
I'll get those.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Counter.
Oh my god, I don't count. Sorry. That is entirely my fault. I was like, wow, Earth Construction is high, forgetting that it's universe.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Out. Cardinal.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my
Clockwise.
call.
Oh,
The challenger's down! Is this the end? The challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Out. Enter.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Behind.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
Clockwise.
They must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Flying true!
Odds. 1. Out. Out.
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Clockwise.
my biting wings.
Negates.
Still you stand. How delightful. The earth is mine to command.
Support stack.
A pack of wolves.
PS stack. Stay. Dodge. Mind. Remember the wolves. Watch the wolves.
I'll get out.
Try this.
2, 3. PS stack. Three. Support stack. Watch the wolves. In Cardinal. Up first. Should make it.
No. Will not lose. I need more power. Fenrir's unbound might!
Egads! The ring's been destroyed and they've fallen below!
No matter what becomes of my body, defeat is not an option.
They've moved to floating death traps! How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Spread for UV.
There's no escape.
Buster.
Will you be able to stay on your feet?
Hero's Glow.
I will rent all asunder.
Spread for UV. DPS. Dodge the ray. Wake. Moon Cleave.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Go to the Mark's tank. E. Get
Wait.
invoke. Partner up. Let's open your towers.
Dodge this if you can.
Fatal for healing.
The power of wit unleashed.
3 bait. Four bait. One bait. Two bait. Nice. South for circuit. Side. Watch the beam. Donut. In. Out. In. Egg parties. Wait. Spread for UV. Supports. Dodge the ray. Tank Buster. Make sure tanks are topped off. Get to spots for tethers.
Back at you.
Solve your tethers. Watch for the double tower at the north. Double tower, short tank and gang go across. Watch his sword. Out. Spread for UV.
Challenger's down! Is this the end?
Support.
Feeding all right.
Just stay there. Just stay there. Watch the rays.
I can't reach
Oh no! That was too much for the Challenger!
What's he do? Get to the tower. Get to the tower.
Draw upon my ult to defeat you.
One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cleaver, move! Soft enrage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Got a damage up stack too.
Okay, yeah, that's just enrage.
We should cheese some towers with tank and bones.
Yes. How's... I guess if we're cheesing with then the other party should be at the opposite dead end because he leaves and we don't want to...
We just go across twice instead of going once.
Well,
Like
no,
we all rotate the same direction, and then when the tower comes up, then the people that aren't cheesing goes over.
The problem with that is that if he decides to cleave the party, then the tank is just at a dead end. Like a lone island with nobody.
Yeah, that's fine. They just go across when the moon cleaver comes up. What are you... I don't get what you're trying to explain.
The moon cleaver
Show
cast
us
is
with an
real
image.
fast.
Show
Yeah,
us
you
with an
you
image.
still go off after the tower's done. So, tower spawns, right?
Yeah.
We sit there for the first one, we all take it. Once the tower's done, we all move across. Another tower spawns on the platform we're on. All the party, except for the tank cheesing, goes across right then. Tank cheesing with invul and stays in the tower for the 8 hits, then crosses with the party and waits for the next tower to spawn.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. my concern is that Mooncleaver is not just baited on where he did the thing; it's still baited on a random person. And so
Yeah,
if
what
he,
Wayne is
No,
saying is
it's
after
got
the
to be on the
second
tower.
wave.
Like it's got to be on the. It must be on the tower thing. Otherwise, like, I mean, we can check it, and if it does follow the party, then you can't invuln cheese it at all.
no, you can't invuln cheese if the party is just at the other dead end. Like we obliterate Charlie. Party goes clockwise. The tower spawns. The rest of the party just keeps going clockwise until they hit 4, and the tank invulns on 1. And then
In my head, my assumption, I was thinking that Mooncleaver is just auto on the tower. I was thinking he was part of the same
Probably
mechanic.
is. He's part of like his enrage, like you said. He just grabs the platform one by one.
oh yeah.
It'd be silly for him to use Mooncleaver on a different one. But even then, if he doesn't use Mooncleaver on the next one after the party moves, that party just moves again. The tower doesn't destroy the platform, it's Mooncleaver.
But yeah. So he's at like 20%. It has to be we're either really behind on damage somehow.
I mean, it's
or-
also a long. Like we've got to go across all 5 towers, or all 5 platforms.
yeah.
You
We
could
can
just
also
look back
double
at how
melee
long.
open.
He's actually 30%.
You could look back at how long the tower took to guesstimate.
Hold on, I'm just watching the Deo. So we had. You could definitely invuln it, the whole thing. Yeah, it's as soon as the last hit of the tower goes off, he mooncleaves. Yeah, he does get the scaling damage up, so this is a fun mitt check. So yeah, have fun, healers.
I wonder if maybe. Never mind. That's a stupid idea. I don't know what I was thinking.
So when's our next pot window? Is it the second 2-minute burst?
I mean,
there.
It probably.
You
So
have
our
2
2-minute was
brain
just
dead
coming
exists.
up right then. If we held 2 minutes for like 20 seconds, I think we would have had a pot. Or wait,
Well,
no,
we ma-
mine's unsynced because I'm only potting once in phase 1.
If we do our 2-minute, our first 2-minute after the quake, like we're doing now, maybe just like a couple seconds later, we can pot the next 2-minute, which is after the even or near rate mechanic.
after the
Circuit.
hard enrage, I'll give you the time of the encounter.
Okay. Yeah.
What if we don't pot at the end of phase 1?
I mean, ideally. But that requires absolute perfection for phase 1. Or burning up melee LB as soon as it comes up.
I think it's gonna be better than melee LP at the beginning of phase 2.
If 2 brain dead exists, your idea can't be that.
Yeah.
Don't put yourself down.
Yeah. I think we just need to get there and mitt more.
Okay, so let me can we go over the plan? So there's the giant ass tower spawns, and one of the tanks invulns it.
So we should take the first one raw because that's the weakest one.
Okay.
And maybe the second one, if he does that 4 fucking times, then we want to invuln like the last few. We can't kitchen sink that because it's not up from Twin Bite.
There's 5 of them. You might look at one of the later ones, but they can't be the last ones. The last one we have no choice but to share.
Is it possible that sharing it isn't that bad?
Well, it has to be, because otherwise how did week 1 people do it? We have gear. Yeah, I'd say share the first 2. Do some round of mitts on the first one, so like party 1 mitts on the first set, party 2 mitts on the second set. I invuln is your invuln back up at that time, Kit?
Let me check the footage.
I mean, you might just have to start kitchen sinking the first buster. Yeah, I kitchen sink the third one. Ithrin kitchen sinks the fourth one. And if he does a fifth one, then we just have to soak it.
The second tower, Living Dead, was at 14 seconds.
You ever done any Utah? Because
Only
it's a mechanic like that where the teams kitchen sink together, like share the damage. Now it's
Yeah,
basically an
it's
extra 50% knock on the thing.
Akmor, yeah, but
You treat one of the towers like that.
maybe. It would be just
I
like
do
a...
think I do think it would be available for the second, like for the fourth tower, because we wiped on the second tower and it had 15 seconds left. So
Yeah,
it
it'll
should
be back up in time for the fourth one.
Yeah.
Assuming he doesn't like pause this sequence for any reason, like he throws in a quake just to throw us off our jive or whatever. But yeah. Maybe we can try. We would have to see the raw damage numbers to see if tanks can just kitchen sink like the second set, maybe.
I would think it's similar to Tremors, and Tremors is basically 6.4 million damage over like 8 seconds. So if you map that down to survivability, it's possible.
Maybe. Yeah. I'd say for now, respect the first 2, just mitt the second one harder, then I invuln Ithrin invulns.
Okay, which do you want a reprisal? Maybe the.
I'll
would
do the first one because as I said, like party 1 mitts. So my reprisal, Zaf's feint, and then the second one will do your reprisal, Tuma's feint, Adel, and ranged party mitt. Oh, I don't know if we want to save some of this stuff for the possible 5th one, but honestly, that would be like the longest soften range in the fucking game. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was gonna say if he does it, right after that, we'll die anyway.
How long did the first one take? Like 15 to 20 seconds? Like from start to finish?
It's like no time. Like, I wish YouTube streams showed me like the time, but like, he starts casting it. He finishes the cast bar at 47. And it ends at 40, so it's 7 seconds.
And then Moon Cleaver's an extra like 3 seconds after that.
Moon Cleaver's like us. Moon Cleaver's like 2 seconds after that. It's like immediate.
I'm just wondering if I don't think 90 seconds will work for the 5th one, but 60 seconds should work on the first and last one, maybe.
Yeah. Let's just get there and mitt. Let me check. We're definitely at the end, because that's obviously soft damage.
Hell yeah, we're almost there.
Just need to do 30% more damage.
Let's begin, shall we?
Again, unless his enrage takes like forever to cast. We're fucked.
You might get a stun to one platform and be like a 20 second test or something.
Maybe. Real ego death type enrage.
Maybe he'll force us to.
In Cardinal.
Make a Phoenix
I wonder if you
and
can
die.
keep up.
Behind.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers
Counter.
my call.
Bad.
The challenger's down!
Goodbye, everybody.
Yes, we are going to die.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Why it's my the second raid why oh, I didn't press my knockback resist.
The Corona.
What if we all had to type /howl on the last platform to howl at the moon, and then he lets us live?
Let's begin, shall we?
Real 11 type shit.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
What was that?
Absolutely nothing wrong with it. I'm just making less jokes.
In. Enter.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
Clockwise.
Oh
I pressed it. That's done.
Need to start calling knockback again.
It's on cooldown.
Too much for the challenger.
When you said real 11 shit, the first thing I thought of is we're gonna have to go dip a piece of paper in a well that only appears at a certain phase of the moon on a certain day of the week between the hours of midnight and 4 a.m., which means like 3 times every real world month.
Nice.
Divine Might was some shit.
Made a new platform. I was mostly just thinking of the thing where apparently you need to like do the bow
Let's
emote
begin,
to
shall
survive Odin's Zantitsuken because you just dodge under it.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
I assume Zaps was a reference to something, but I didn't get it.
The thing you need to do to start the Divine Might quest to fight the Archangels.
There! wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
I want you all to know that that's a really hard version of it for me.
I got hit by the out, but I gap closed, so I didn't get killed.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse
He
the
should
storm.
not be alive.
The wind answers my call.
Clockwise. And how do parties do this without passive abuse?
They must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power
Lily
can
Bell?
be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
Odds. 3. Behind.
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
No encounter.
Bear my fighting wings!
Negate.
Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command!
Support stack.
A pack of wolves!
PS stack. Stay. Dodge. Behind. Remember the wolves. Dodge the wolves.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Killed you there.
I wasn't quite in his back.
Try this!
2, 3. DPS stack.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Out.
Cardinal.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers
Counter.
my call.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
Evens. 4. Behind.
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Counter.
Bear my fighting wings!
Indicates.
How delightful! The earth is mine to command!
Support stack.
A pack of wolves!
Yes stack. Rotate. Dodge. Behind. Remember the wolves. Dodge the wolves.
Try this!
3. DPS stack. Support stack. Dodge the wolves. Insert card.
No, will not lose. I need more power. Fenrir's unbound might!
Egads! The ring's been destroyed and they've fallen below!
No matter what becomes of my body, defeat is not an option.
They've moved to floating death traps! How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Spread for UV.
There's no escape.
Supports. Dodge the rays. Buster.
Will you be able to stay on your feet?
Hero's blow.
I will rent all asunder.
Spread for UV. Supports. Dodge the ray. Wake. Two-minute Boom Cleaver.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Go to the marked tank. For the Kithrin. Partner up.
Dodge this if you can.
In for heals.
The power of wit unleashed.
3 bait. Four bait. One bait. Wait. South for circuit.
You cannot escape
Sides. Donut. In. Out. In. Spread for UV. Actually, wait, I forget this. Spread for UV. Support. Dodge the ray. Mustard. Other spots.
back at you.
Watch the double. Double is northwest. Kithrin doesn't die. Dodge the sword. It's out. Spread for UV.
Is this the end?
Dodge the rays. It's south. I'll invold this one. Everyone off. Everyone off.
To defeat you.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Leave me, you bastard. Alright. Light party 1 mitts on this one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Leave. Stay for this one.
Even if it costs me my life.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Neither
Move.
side is holding back, but there can only be
Kithrin,
got
you
the
invold
invold.
this one. Yep.
I've got it.
Best in rage in the game.
That's pretty epic.
Leave. Alright, see y'all in hell.
I will prevail.
Yep, there's 8. Or there's 5 of them. All mitts, all mitts.
You're strong,
Star Cleaver.
but I am the one who will win.
We just need to clean it up and we win. Woo! What a fight.
You know, that for those 2 deaths, that was
Remarkable.
remarkably close.
It is a really fucking long enrage.
Did we really LB right at the start of phase 2 on that one?
No, I
the-
didn't LB until the end because holding it for heal.
Yeah. We just need to clean up the hero's blow, and that's the clear. Rip Uriel, who's not here.
Actually, wait, hold on. I'm gonna delete
Oh, you
this
you
unless
you're
you
posting
want it.
the official mitts.
It's just a mid sheet. It's not official.
Oh, like it's just the timeline of things.
It's just the timeline of things, and it was what we were using. Um,
Yeah.
it's our mitts kind of filled out. It was mainly 7 or 8, but if you want me to delete it, I can actually. Now that I think about it.
That was 1.9% in rage, by the way.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just the more damage.
Can someone
Wait, hold on. I should delete this, shouldn't I? But hold on.
Maybe.
so
Because
like
there's comments on it that are filled out at the end, and I don't know if you guys want those.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's fine.
It's fine.
Um.
I've been 2-minuting during Quake. I just want to make sure again that we're
2-minute
two-
during like the casting of Quake. And then the pop burst is during the during the third Quake.
Okay.
I think that's when it comes back up. And then yeah.
When I did that run, since Viper does more damage during like first 2 minute instead of the opener, I potted my 2 minute on phase 1 during like the power slices.
That's
and
fair.
then I potted the first 2 minute of phase 2, and then I had another pot at the end of phase 2. I'm not sure when that came back, or if I can use that well. So I'm gonna pay more attention this time.
I think that is, yeah. Honestly, I don't think we need to really focus in on pot scheduling much when like it was that close at the end.
We can
Yeah,
also
with
use
2 deaths and then people
keep-
having weakness was.
Keep doing what you're doing. People just need to get better at reading the hero's blow. Do we just want to spread out for the first hero's blow just to practice resolving hero's blow at random?
Sure.
We won't make it back in time for UV, and then we'll just waste the pool.
Yeah, do we have like a strat for that? I mean, we kind of just did it, but I think...
What do you mean? It was like the first thing we talked about.
I don't remember that.
So the idea during hero's blow.
Oh, that's right. I remember.
Try and get an even amount of people on each bit. So the important bit right now is just don't get cleaved. I'm seeing people getting cleaved. So I don't know when break comes back, but I gotta go.
Yeah, you only get 7 2 minutes for the fight. So. Actually, I'm stupid. I'm looking at the notes and going, oh, never mind. They're not telling me things that you don't already know.
Hey, Wayne, you want to share those pictures you were showing?
One thing I noticed, someone moved ahead before the tower spawned at the very end. It doesn't really matter on the last one, but it happens early on, and then it spawns in that one person. You just wipe us because the platforms are now separated.
Oh yeah, also Kithrin, if we are like paired like that, we need to go on the teleporter together.
Oh yeah,
Because we got
I know.
damage there.
I don't know. I guess I figured we would just, like, me and Soul were on it together, like straight to the platform.
Yeah,
So I
just, like-
figured that's how we would do it, but
We could just go up to it and just wait a second until we're both on top of each other.
For the green paint pair, it's probably best to just like sit next to the teleporter, and then you just go back to the center of the platform if you don't have to move. Just like assume you will have to use the teleporter and stand next to it, because if someone takes it early but you're standing on the very edge, you're still in range.
that makes sense.
And, like during 2 full tempest, I often stand between the edge of the platform and the teleporter in that little spot, just so I'm right there. You can probably do that for the green tether.
Well, considering I've gotten green tether every single time, I expect to never get green tether again. What does blue tank do? Just take a single?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the person opposite the blue tank literally just sits there the whole time.
Sorry, I'm back. Yeah, I've gotten blue tether every single time.
For
I
fun?
think it's. Am I main threat at that point? Is it a funny main threat thing, or are we just being Final Fantasy consistent?
I'm sure we've got to be getting Final Fantasied.
Final Fantasy, baby.
Damn.
Yeah, expect to get green tether for the rest of.
I
forever.
want to have green tether.
It's fun. I like it.
I want to engage with the mechanic instead of just sitting on my ass.
I guess the other thing with the hero's blow, I guess the last one is just take note of with where it's cleaving, because you only ever have to do one teleport.
Well, yeah, we know that. It's just figuring out in the heat of the moment. Oh God, where? But I guess just general rule.
I look for the
if
arrow.
if there is a sword near you, teleport away from the sword.
How do you use the arrow?
Well, the boss's arrow. It's where
front
he's
of his face.
cleaving, so yeah. So it's like if I'm on the side with the sword and I look and see the arrow is cleaving the platform next to me, I can just teleport to that platform.
Yeah. Where he's facing is one of the safe platforms that you want to end up on. And then if you're at his back, it's very easy to see, oh, am I being cleaved?
Gotcha. I feel like he's been facing me every time, or almost, so I haven't had to deal with his back yet. Can we just... I really... The truth is, I don't have it committed to memory what I need to do for that last... ultraviolet.
It's...
UV
You
rays.
sort of... You resolve the hero's blow, try and generally spread to 2 supports, 2 DPS. The fun thing, Kithrin, is that you don't have to worry about it most of the time. Well, no, because if you're the long tank, you have to worry about it, because you might get shunted into the healer group. But if you're shunted into the healer group, you just keep moving. Basically, you just teleport to the platform past them, and then just keep going. But then otherwise, it's body language. You just have to body language the last UV. So the person of the selected role that's closer to the away teleport takes the away teleport. Off roll still goes to the new relative south.
Also, congrats and
Yay, enrage. Shame
And the new
Imperial
relatives-
cannot be doing. Say the new relative south is the middle platform that's safe. There's 3
From the
safe
clear.
platforms. The middle one is the new south. What was that,
Right.
Rox?
Okay.
Oh, I was wondering, you guys want to keep going then?
I don't know.
I don't think Yuri would mind if we cleared without her, but I could be wrong.
Historically, the next 45 minutes are going to be a progression of poison.
Why would you? Why would you say that out loud?
You've invoked it. Yeah. I mean, if we clear, it just makes re-clears easier. Tuna has the weapon. But
Why not give Kithrin the weapon?
I'm not worried. The scythe is going to drop anyway. So
I say we keep going. If we kill the boss, it's a tragedy, I guess. We came real close there, so just need to.
It would be a good problem to have.
Uriel is with us in spirit.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Those last 30% just sort of burn. This is just the 2 minute that happens at that point.
But yeah, we're not really constantly getting GCD interrupted by movement either. At least not as frequently.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can keep
Get the
up.
scholar book out.
White mage staff is going to drop. Watch.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my
Clockwise. So now I'm thinking about it. Probably minimal mitts on the first Howling 8. Like maybe just Reprisal and GCD healing. And then some moderate amount of mitts on the second one. Then fucking invuln the third and fourth, and then every other mitt. Ranged mitt, addle, everything.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Yeah, if we could have survived Starcleaver longer, we might have.
Starcleaver was insta-kill.
My truth.
Oh, you're right.
Odds.
You can't survive
3.
that one.
More like if we were all alive to Starcleaver, maybe.
It's behind.
The challenger's down! This is
Okay,
the
Catherine.
end.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Clockwise. there any particular reason PF does stone first, or is it just what World Racers did?
5. Somebody just decided Earth, and then everybody followed them.
Is that my logic at the start was just
Where my
wind
fighting
is on the
wits?
left to right, bada bing, bada boom.
It could be alphabetical. They're like Earth comes before wind in the alphabet, so that's what we think.
Still you stand. How delightful.
But green comes before yellow, so I mean, who knows? Who can
The
trust?
Earth is
Aren't the green
mine to
timers a little
command.
shorter?
No, they're the same.
I never look at them right at the start, so
Support stack,
Pack of wolves.
DPS stack. Rotate. Dodge. Kind. Remember the wolves. Dodge wolf. Lots of dodge the incidental line AoEs.
Try this.
1, 4. DPS stack. Make your way to 4. Support stack. Dodge the wolves. Out. Enter. Lots of incidental line AoEs and Akmorns of 8.
No, I will not lose. I need more power.
Fight, so it makes sense.
Fenrir's unbound might.
oh no, there are gonna be 12s.
12.
12. A 12. That would be.
12 meteors.
Rings be destroyed and they've fallen below.
Because it's gonna be Behemoth.
Are you still counting cutscenes, William?
I've lost track at this point. I'm just gonna follow the logs at the end.
So we're Elden Ring now, right?
I will on
What becomes of my body? Defeat is not an option.
They moved to floating death traps. How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Spread for UV.
There's no escape.
DPS. Dodge the rays. Busters.
Will you be able to stay on your feet?
First hero blow.
I will rend all asunder.
Out. Spread for UV. DPS. Dodge the ray. Wait. 2 minutes.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Go towards the marked tank. Kithrin. This is just a one-time thing he does. Partner up.
Dodge this if you can.
In for heals.
The power of wind unleashed.
2 bait. One bait.
Make our post.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Yep, there it goes.
Tuma, do you have anything important at the start of P2?
No, I could.
Could you LB instead? It drips my gluttony like an uncomfortable amount.
Sure.
It made me late on the 2 minute, like only a second or two, but
Do we want a 2-minute when Quake finishes, or when we move south for Cleaver?
I'd rather start during Quake.
Let's
Otherwise,
begin, shall we?
my cast times come up in shitty movement parts.
Can the challenger defeat the
So we'll 2-minute as like Quake is halfway through.
I don't like 2-minute windows in this fight, except for maybe the second one here.
Towers. Or the out.
Yeah, towers.
It's not I don't know what to call it. What is it actually called? Terrestrial Titans.
I wonder
I
if you
don't
can keep
know,
up.
Out.
Oh my, look at the size of those things.
Yeah.
such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers my
Clockwise.
call.
They must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Flying
Evens.
Right, Nathan.
2. Behind.
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Counter. Imagine if the bug was still here. Every time we did that, it's a light.
Bear my biting wings! Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command!
Support stack.
A pack of wolves!
PS stack. Rotate. Dodge. Behind. Remember the wolves. Dodge the wolves.
Try this!
3, 2. Support stack. Make your way to 2. PS stack. Dodge wolves. In Cardinal. I wonder how the math checks out on like using LB3 phase 1 and gain 2 pots in phase 2 versus the other way.
No, I will not lose. I need more power.
That's a question for the nerds at the back.
Fenrir's
I'm not
unbound
thinking
might!
about it.
What if you could do both?
Like why? I guess yeah.
Why not both?
And they've fallen below.
Good enough gear. We've beat this like we've gotten to Enrage. We still don't know what the fuck why he looks like that.
Defeat is not an option.
Henry.
They moved to floating death traps. How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with everything I have.
Fenrir explains the
Prepare
wolf thing.
yourself.
Does not explain anything else.
And the wolf shoals.
Red for UV.
There's no escape.
Sports. Buster.
Will you be able to stay on your feet? I will rent all asunder.
Support. Hold 2 minutes. Up now.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Go to the marked tank. Catherine. Figure your tether, or take your towers
Dodge
rather.
this if you can.
Get them in the medicine.
Aim for
The power of wit
3 bait. Oh, so you have to be over here.
Nope. I wasted target.
Oh dear, the challenger's fallen out of the ring.
Get it?
Should have just pushed the tether at that point.
Yeah.
What's the question?
My food is off.
Food check.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
In Cardinal.
There! I wonder if you can keep up.
Out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers
Counter.
my call.
I just realized that this is Arrow 3 and then phase 2 it's Quake 3.
That was a good game.
Never played any Quake game.
Quake 3. Arena.
We must have heard.
Is that the
But
one
they're
with the
not out of the
arena?
fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true.
Odds. 1. Behind.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Clockwise.
Bear my biting wings! Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command!
DPS stack.
A pack of wolves!
Support stack. Stay. Dodge. Out. Remember the wolves. Dodge wolf. The wolves. Should still be fine.
Try this!
4. 1. DPS stack. Make your way to 1.
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Dodge the heads.
This is stealth.
Out. Out. Cardinal.
The challenger rises again.
Is it just
Can
the
they turn
opposite
this
of what he
around?
does at the start? So that makes sense. A pot here just to make sure.
No, I will not lose. I need more power. Fenrir's unbound might!
Egads! The ring's been destroyed and they've fallen below!
No matter what becomes of my body, defeat is not an option.
They've moved to floating death traps! How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself.
Spread for UV.
There's no escape.
DPS. Buster.
Will you be able to stay on your feet? I will rent all asunder.
Out. Supports. Quake. Hold your ones. About 2 minutes.
You'll have nowhere to stand.
Go to the marked tank. Different.
Dodge this if you can.
In for heals.
The power of wit unleashed.
3 bait. Crocseye over here. Crocseye over here. Four bait. One bait. Two bait. South for circuit.
Come. You cannot escape from the
Donut.
wolf.
Watch the ray. Side.
Watch teleporter.
In. Out. In. Wake. Hot burst. It's red for UV. EPS. Watch the ray. Buster. Resolve your tethers.
Back at you.
Watch for the double tower north. Watch the sword. This is out. Body language UV.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
Supports. I just figured out. South for enrage.
I will
That platform actually for enrage.
defeat you.
Mild mitts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cleaver. More beefy mitts. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go. This will be my invuln.
Even if it costs me my life.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Neither side is holding back. But
Wait for it, then Kithrin goes. Get LB3 soon.
I've got it.
LB now. Pop every mid.
Will prevail.
Kill this guy!
We have climbed.
We did it.
Woo!
Fun.
Sorry you could not be here, Uriel.
Yeah.
We'll get them their clear next week. Easy.
I didn't realize we were that close.
Why is
Yeah,
he
that was-
Geen?
Why is Why isn't he green?
The match is decided.
He's natural
Victory
enemy, you know.
goes to the
Purple and green
challenger.
can't get along.
Alright. Scholar Tome. Yeah, the platforms are back.
I don't even have a scholar at 100. I can't. Yeah, so the DPS check is very lenient. For
It's
base
all
moves
over.
because it's
Until next time.
no checkpoint.
Makes sense. Paladin arms, I win.
You win. Congrats.
Hate you.
Pass.
Uh,
Pass.
Fearless Orchestrion.
I'll lead on the groovy glasses.
Yeah, you can take the groovy glasses.
And I'll pass everything else. Here you go. Have fun.
So Tuma gets the coffer then. Because yeah, don't leave yet. Don't leave. Is Mountain Orchestrion free for all? $55 on the mount, 30 on the Orchestrion. Don't think I'm winning. Congrats on your Cybertruck.
Dang, I had a 73. Who won?
So,
Soul with the 99.
Jesus.
Oh shit, no, that's not the problem.
Do we want a screenshot or wait for you to screenshot?
I'll just stand to the side if you want to screen.
We can crudely paste Uriel in next week.
Get some Photoshop.
I think Crocs can be in here.
Rocks can be like barely in frame.
Just a little
Hold on,
face
hold
in the
on,
corner.
I don't have the dead one. Do I have something else?
What is this location? It's still the Hunter's Ring. Doesn't look like it.
Do I have? I don't. Oh, I do. Here you go.
What check something?
There you go.
I feel like Heroes
Okay.
Heroes Blow was oddly consistent. Yep, aiming at Kithrin. Is Kithrin like main aggro at that point, or is it just lol random?
It is just low random.
Yeah,
and
he's second aggro. Okay.
there you go. I'll be off to the side holding you guys a bouquet of roses.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's one of the tiers of all time. Again, I'm mildly disappointed in the tower tether mechanic for not being as balls to the walls as I was planning for, but the
I'm
heroes.
the opposite of disappointed about that.
The hero's blow into UV makes up for it in terms of sheer oh fuck.
Yeah.
So do we do anything insane in phase 2 compared to
No, not. Oh, okay. PF does DPS twofold Tempest.
DPS handles twofold? That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Though I kind of liked how you guys were initially. One of your suggestions was all melee twofold Tempest.
Yeah. I
Because
just
sometimes it can be cursed for caster.
yeah.
I need to feed my roommate's cat. He just texted me, went out and forgot to feed them.
Uh-oh.
Yum yum yum. Feed the little meow.
Now we all need to go by show left or show right so that when Uriel gets there clear, we can all be posing next to them.
Yeah. I don't even want to think about how many times I've dropped my dot. Me looking up every like 30 seconds. Oh, my dot's not there.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah. So generally in this fight, what PF does is they skip the 6-minute burst and hold it to phase 2. And then they hold LB till phase 2, and then they just blast it.
You just skip all the Howling 8s.
Yeah. I think speed kills are around the Lone Wolf's Lament.
Like casting it or resolving it
Like casting it, I think.
at the effect.
It might be earlier than that, actually. So like you do just a standard reopener, like second or third, to see the buffs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then LB on the second quake.
Like, what
But it's
happened to
fine.
what happened to all this infrastructure? Like, what's going on here?
Fenrir's
Who
might,
knows, man?
obviously.
Like the weird tendrils, like they look like they should be like part of him. It's like the same material. Which is weird.
So like
Oh yeah,
it
leave the
feels
gap.
like they're yeah. Do you want me to reposition or here? Yeah, that's good.
I mean, I can't speak too much, but Uriel didn't miss that much. We were literally on the last mechanic.
Yeah.
Does PF usually invuln, tank invuln those?
So if they do light mitts on the first one, invuln tanks kitchen sink, invuln everything on the last one.
That makes sense. I was scared to kitchen sink because I'm like,
So the thing you have to do to take kitchen sink is you have to press your 40% during the UV before the tank buster. Before the last tank buster.
that sounds fucked.
So like you can just time it to like the latter half of the UV cast and press your 40%, and it lasts through the buster.
Yeah.
But if you don't do that, then your 40% isn't up. But tanks do need healing help though for that. But like that's fine.
It's like it's like 7-1. Or it's just baby the
Yeah.
tank, but it's both of them.
Yep.
Because it's closer to the
And then-
6-2 strat. 6-2 is like way safer and
Yeah.
cooler.
Indeed.
So now I have Biss, so
What you
I'm
guys
not
do does
leaving
work.
it.
Yeah,
Damn.
same
Actually-
to you guys.
Actually, no, I still need to augment my fucking boots, and then I'm out of here.
You got the weapon before the final augment.
I do also need the stupid Cybertruck. So far, all of the mounts have been purple, which is good in my book.
Just like the real Cybertruck, it has no storage space. So
Fair. Well, this one can actually like fly and doesn't explode. So
are you sure about that?
you could tell it's
Are
fictional.
you sure it doesn't explode? Honestly though, who would give people flying cars?
I do love that it was
Ain't
it
no
was a
way.
fucking it is a plot point in 7.2 that's just like, oh god, a car went haywire and fucking crashed into the shopping center. Like, yeah, don't fucking have your cars be automated robots.
AI man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You down here?
Congrats on your clear.
Thank you for helping us, Crocside.
Glad to be here.
Yep. Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the
thanks for
timeline,
joining.
you should be able to fill out the rest of the scholar mix that you did.
Yeah.
Also, sorry if I cause any healing related headaches, Nick Beanie.
Okay, thanks for playing, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks.
GG's.
See you guys next time.
See ya.